Sir, please marry my mommy. She's all I've got left. The tiny voice pierced the silence of the towering office, trembling with both innocence and desperation. It belonged to a little girl, no older than 7, standing before the cold-hearted CEO of Lawson Enterprises. Her dress was slightly rumpled, her cheeks flushed from the climb up the glass-paneled skyscraper, and her big brown eyes shimmered with unshed tears as she clutched a crumpled photograph tightly in her hand. Alexander Lawson, known to the world as a ruthless tycoon, a man of steel with no time for distractions or emotions, looked up from his paperwork in stunned silence. His silver cufflink glinted in the soft light, but the warmth that should have filled the air when seeing a child so broken, so brave it never reached his eyes. Who let her in here? He snapped, though his voice faltered slightly. The secretary who had chased behind the girl froze in the doorway. Sir, I'm so sorry. She ran in before I could stop her. Leave. Alexander said curtly. The door closed behind them, and silence returned. He eyed the child, expecting her to cry or run. But she didn't. Instead, she took a hesitant step closer, holding out the photograph like a peace offering. This is Mommy, she said softly. She smiles more when she thinks no one is watching. She cries when she thinks I'm asleep. Alexander stared at the photo, his brows furrowing. The woman in it looked vaguely familiar. Long auburn hair, gentle eyes, a tired but kind smile. He couldn't place her. The girl clutched her little hands together and whispered, "You're the only person she talks about. Like you matter." His heart jerked unexpectedly, as if someone had reached inside and squeezed it with cold fingers. He leaned back in his chair, composing himself. What's your name? He asked, his voice low. Lily, she answered. Lily. What makes you think I'd marry your mother? Because you broke her heart, she said without hesitation. The words hit him like a slap. He sat straighter, eyes narrowing. Excuse me. Lily's eyes didn't waver. You loved her before. Mommy had a picture of you in her drawer. She didn't know I saw. And when she looked at it, she didn't look angry, she looked sad. Like she missed you. For a moment, time stood still. The walls of Alexander's carefully constructed world threatened to crumble. Her mother, could it be? What's your mother's name? He asked, though deep down he already knew. Sophie. Sophie Bennett. The name sliced through his composure like a knife. Sophie, the girl he left behind years ago in pursuit of ambition, the girl who had loved him when he was still human. Before he became what he was now. They had met in college, bonded over coffee, dreams, and late-night talks, but he had chosen power over love. He had told himself it was necessary, that feelings were weaknesses in the business world. He had built an empire, and lost her. He looked at Lily again, really looked at her. Her eyes, Sophie's eyes, that same softness. The same way she tilted her head when she was thinking hard. It couldn't be. Are you my daughter? He whispered before he could stop himself. Lily blinked. No, Mommy said you weren't my daddy, my real daddy. He died in a car accident. I was still in Mommy's tummy, but I don't remember him. I just remember Mommy. And how lonely she is. You're the only one she ever loved. Alexander stood, moved from behind the desk, and walked to the window, trying to gather his thoughts. His chest felt heavy. Sophie had moved on. Found someone else, lost him. And now, her daughter stood before him, begging him to give her mother a second chance at happiness. He had everything money could buy. But he'd never been lonelier. No family, no warmth. Just power and empty nights. Why now? He asked without turning around. Because. Lily's voice broke, and when he turned, she was crying. Mommy's sick. The doctor said the medicine costs a lot. She doesn't want me to know, but I heard her crying. She's scared. I thought if you were there, she wouldn't be so scared. His knees felt weak. What's wrong with her? She says it's just tiredness. But I heard the word, cancer. Alexander's world swayed. He'd faced boardroom betrayals, stock crashes, lawsuits. But none of it had ever made his soul ache like this. Lily sniffed. She doesn't even know I came. I took the address from her old notebook. I just want her to smile again. Alexander knelt down before the girl, his heart, long frozen, thought in that moment. I don't know if your mommy would even want to see me. She will, Lily whispered with such certainty, it shook him. Even if she cries at first, she forgive you. She always does. That night, he stood outside a small apartment in a quiet part of town, far from the glittering towers he was used to. Lily had fallen asleep in his arms on the way. He rang the bell, heart hammering like a teenager. The door opened, and there she was. Sophie. She looked just as he remembered, only thinner, her hair shorter, and her eyes tired. But when she saw Lily in his arms and then him, she froze. Alex. She breathed. Double quotes. Hi, Sophie. What are you doing here? Why is Lily with a asterisk? She came to find me. She asked me to marry you. Her hand flew to her mouth in shock. I didn't know she even remembered me, he added, voice breaking. She shouldn't have. Sophie looked ready to collapse. I never told her everything, only that I once knew someone named Alex. She knows more than you think, he said softly. She knows you're sick. Sophie turned away, tears falling silently. I didn't want her to worry. You raised a brave girl. There was a long silence. Then, she asked, why are you really here, Alex? He hesitated, because when I saw her, I realized something. I thought I gave up love for success, but I gave up everything that mattered. I'm not here because I pity you. I'm here because I think I never stopped loving you. Sophie shook her head. It's too late. I'm not who I used to be. I'm tired. I'm scared. I've got a little girl who depends on me. You're still her whole world. And now, if you let me, I want to be part of that world too. Sophie's legs gave out, and she sank into the nearest chair. You left once. How can I believe you won't do it again? He knelt before her, because this time I've already met the best reason to stay. He looked down at Lily, still sleeping peacefully on the couch. She saved me. She made me feel something again. I won't walk away this time. For a long moment, Sophie said nothing. Then, through her tears, she whispered, I never stopped loving you either. The next few months weren't perfect. There were hospital visits, harsh treatments, and moments of fear, but Alexander was there every single day. He moved meetings, sold properties, focused his resources on helping Sophie heal. More than money, he gave her something she had long forgotten: hope. And Lily. She finally had someone to teach her how to ride a bike. Someone who attended her school plays with pride. Someone who tucked her in with bedtime stories. The wedding was small, held in a garden where the cherry blossoms bloomed. Sophie wore a simple white dress, her hair regaining its glow, and Alexander couldn't stop smiling. Lily stood between them, holding their hands. I told you, she grinned. Mommy smiles more when you're around. Years later, when people asked Lily about her parents, she'd say, my mom is the bravest woman I know, and my dad. He may not have been there from the start, but he came when it mattered the most. Because sometimes, a child's heart can heal the deepest wounds, and love, no matter how lost, always finds its way home.